Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, and still I rise to announce that last night I called for the impeachment of Donald John Trump, President of the United States of America, for threatening judges and for calling for the execution of members of Congress. If ever there was a person who ought to be impeached, it's Donald John Trump. Now, there are many people who don't want to see this happen. They don't want to vote for impeachment. Well, there were people.
Donald Trump is absolutely panicking right now as House Democrats just formally dropped impeachment papers. And this is not just talk, not just threats, not just political posturing. We're talking HRes 939, 7 full articles, high crimes, obstruction, judge threats, Epstein file cover-ups. On December 10th, 2025, something happened that the White House is freaking out about. Total panic mode. Representative Al Green, forced to vote, brought House Resolution 939 to the floor. And this isn't some symbolic gesture. This is 7 specific articles of impeachment, each one laying out exactly what Trump allegedly did. Obstruction of justice related to those Epstein files, usurpation of funds, trade policy abuses, First Amendment violations, bribery allegations, and then the big one, what they're calling tyranny, specifically related to threatening judges. These are detailed charges, each article backed by specific incidents, specific dates, specific actions. This isn't Democrats throwing stuff at the wall. This is methodical, calculated, building a case piece by piece. And the White House response, according to sources inside, total panic. Not just concern, not just worry, panic, because this isn't going away. But real quick, before we get into this, let's be honest. You can't really trust mainstream media anymore. That's why we built Patrick Smith Show to bring you real stories, real context, and no corporate spin. If you want to stay ahead of the headlines, please subscribe because you might think you are but aren't. Your subscription actually matters here. All right, let's get into what actually happened. The House voted to table the resolution 220 to 210 on December 11th. It didn't pass, but this is just the beginning. Because here's the strategy. Democrats aren't trying to impeach Trump right now. They can't. Republicans control the House. The math doesn't work. But what they are doing, laying groundwork, putting these articles on the record, forcing every single House member to vote, go on record, take a position. Are you with Trump or against him? And that vote 220 to 210. That's close. Way closer than it should be. That's a 9-seat margin, which means if Democrats flip just 5 seats in 2026, just 5, suddenly impeachment isn't just possible, it's probable. Share this video with everyone you know because Mike Johnson knows this. The speaker came out December 22nd and basically admitted it. Warned that if Democrats win control of the House in the midterms, Trump will face impeachment. Not might face, will face. That's a sitting Republican speaker essentially confirming impeachment is coming if they lose power. Think about what that means. The person who's supposed to be Trump's biggest ally in the House, supposed to be defending him, out here basically saying, yeah, if we lose, he's getting impeached. That's not confidence. That's resignation. Notice what the timing reveals. This is happening right as multiple scandals are exploding around Trump's administration. Pam Bondi, his attorney general pick, being accused of deleting Trump's photos from Epstein files. Kash Patel, his FBI director pick, allegedly threatened arrests. Mark Meadows just gave bombshell testimony about January 6th. Jack Smith's evidence piling up. So what we're watching, what's really happening? Democrats building a narrative, connecting dots, Epstein cover-ups, judge intimidation, January 6th obstruction, constitutional violations, putting it all on the congressional record, officially, formally, with article numbers and everything. This isn't just politics. This is Democrats preparing for war. Trump's administration knows it. That's why there's panic, because they can see where this is headed. 2026 midterms, potential House flip, immediate impeachment proceedings, possible trial, possible conviction, possible removal. Now, let me bring the receipts on what's in these impeachment articles, because this is where it gets really interesting, really detailed, honestly kind of terrifying when you realize what they're accusing him of. Article 1, obstruction of justice, specifically related to the Epstein files. According to these articles and multiple reports, there were photographs, documents, evidence linking Trump to Jeffrey Epstein, and allegedly those materials got deleted, scrubbed, disappeared. The accusation is Trump's people, specifically Pam Bondi, his attorney general nominee, were involved in making that evidence vanish. Think about that. Not talking about losing some random files. Talking about potential evidence in one of the biggest criminal cases in recent history. Evidence that could show connections between a sitting president and a convicted sex trafficker. And it just poof disappeared. That's obstruction. Textbook obstruction. Make sure you're subscribed to Patrick Smith Show because Article 2 usurpation of funds. This one's about Trump allegedly using government money inappropriately, taking funds designated for one purpose and using them for something else. The articles don't spell out every specific instance, but this connects to broader patterns. Remember when he tried to withhold Ukraine aid? Remember when he redirected military construction funds for the border wall? Same pattern, same behavior, just more of it. Article 3, trade policy abuses. This is actually kind of brilliant how Democrats framed this. Trump's whole thing, his whole brand in the second term, tariffs, aggressive trade policy, economic nationalism. But what Democrats are arguing, he's using trade policy not for national interest, but for personal gain, for leverage, for bribery. Essentially threatening tariffs against countries unless they give him what he wants personally. Article 4, First Amendment violations. This one's huge because this is about Trump threatening the press, threatening speech, going after journalists, going after critics, using the power of the presidency to silence dissent. We've seen this. Watched him call media enemies of the people, watched him threaten broadcast licenses, watched him go after reporters by name. And now it's informal impeachment articles. Share this with everyone because Article 5, bribery. This connects to Article 3, the trade stuff, but goes deeper. The accusation here is Trump has been offering favors, offering policy changes, offering government actions in exchange for personal benefits, foreign and domestic. That's literal bribery, not just corruption, not just ethics violations, actual bribery. Article 6 doesn't have a catchy name in the resolution, but it's essentially about abuse of power, using the office of the presidency for purposes it wasn't designed for, treating the government like his personal company, treating federal employees like his personal staff, treating taxpayer dollars like his personal bank account. And then Article 7, the big one, tyranny. They literally use the word tyranny, specifically related to threatening judges. This is what has legal experts freaking out. Because threatening judges, that's not just impeachable, that's potentially criminal. That could be witness tampering. That could be obstruction. That could be a whole bunch of federal crimes wrapped up in one. According to reports, Trump has been making threats against judges handling his cases, against judges who've ruled against him, saying things like, if you don't rule my way, there will be consequences. If you don't drop these cases, I'll come after you. Not talking about vague statements, talking about specific threats, documented threats, threats judges have reported to marshals. Make sure you stay subscribed because can you imagine a sitting president threatening judges? That's literally what authoritarians do, what dictators do, what people do when they don't believe in the rule of law, when they think they're above the law, when they think the legal system exists to serve them instead of justice. Now here's where the procedural stuff gets interesting. The House voted to table this resolution 220 to 210 on December 11th. But look at who voted how. Regular House members, pretty much straight party line. Republicans voted to table, Democrats voted to proceed. No surprise there. But Democratic leadership, Hakeem Jeffries, Catherine Clark, Pete Aguilar, the top 3 Democrats in the House, they voted present. Not yes, not no, present. And that's strategic. That's sending a message. Voting yes would mean they're fully behind impeachment right now, could look politically motivated, could look rushed, could give Republicans ammunition. But voting no would mean they're against impeachment, would demoralize their base, would signal they're not serious about holding Trump accountable, would be political suicide. So instead, present. Which means we're not pushing this right now, but we're not opposing it either. Keeping options open, watching, waiting. And if the political situation changes, if we take back the House, then yeah, we're ready to move. That's cold political calculation. Leadership playing 4-dimensional chess while everyone else playing checkers. Share this video because Mike Johnson sees it. That's why he came out December 22nd with his warning. Told reporters if Democrats take the House in 2026, they will impeach Trump. Not maybe, not possibly. Will. Guaranteed. Think about a Republican speaker. Guy whose job is literally to defend Trump and protect Republican priorities. Publicly admitting impeachment is coming if they lose control. That's not spin, not exaggeration. That's him reading the same political tea leaves everyone else reading and accepting reality. Because here's the reality. Trump's approval rating right now, 36%. That's underwater by double digits. Historically low for a president this early in their term. That's the kind of number that leads to midterm massacres. Republicans know it. They see the polling, see the special election results, see the fundraising numbers, see Democrats energized and Republicans demoralized, see suburban voters abandoning them, see independent voters turning against them, see even some Trump voters having buyer's remorse. Notice what the math shows. If Trump stays at 36% approval going into 2026, if the political environment stays this bad, Republicans will lose the House. Probably by significant margin, maybe 15 seats, maybe 20, maybe more. And the second Democrats take the gavel January 2027, these impeachment articles come right back, probably with more articles added, probably with more evidence compiled, probably with witness testimony lined up, probably with timeline for hearings already planned out. That's what's got the White House in panic mode. They can see it coming, they know it's coming, and they have no idea how to stop it. Trump's not getting more popular. The scandals aren't going away. The evidence isn't disappearing. The legal problems are multiplying. Make sure you're subscribed because Pam Bondi facing questions about Epstein file deletions, Kash Patel facing questions about threatening arrests and targeting enemies. Mark Meadows just gave testimony to Jack Smith saying January 6th doesn't happen without Trump. That's Trump's own chief of staff, his own guy, saying Trump caused the insurrection. Now you've got formal impeachment articles on congressional record, tabled for now but not dead, just sleeping, waiting, ready to wake up the moment political winds shift. Democrats playing the long game, not trying to impeach Trump today, building the case for impeaching him tomorrow, putting evidence on record, forcing votes, creating a paper trail. So when they do have the votes, when they do have the power, they can move fast. No delays. No debates about whether impeachment is appropriate. No hand-wringing about political implications. Just boom. Articles filed. Hearings scheduled. Witnesses subpoenaed. Evidence presented. Votes taken. Trial in the Senate. The Senate's a different story. Republicans control it. Conviction needs 67 votes. That's super high bar. Probably impossible bar, honestly. But here's the thing. Impeachment isn't just about removal. It's about accountability. About putting everything on record, about making Republicans vote, about forcing them to defend Trump's actions, about creating campaign ads, about energizing the base. Share this with everyone because Democrats learned from the first two impeachments. Learned that even if you don't get conviction, even if Trump stays in office, the process matters. The evidence matters. The testimony matters. The votes matter. Because voters remember. Voters see Republicans defending the indefensible. Voters watch the evidence pile up, and voters make decisions based on that. Maybe not immediately, maybe not obviously, but over time, yeah, it matters. Now let's talk numbers, because numbers don't lie. Trump's at 36% approval. Generic congressional ballot, which asks voters if they'd vote Democrat or Republican for Congress, has Democrats up by 8 points. 8. That's wave election margin. That's the kind of number that flips chambers. In special elections over the past year, Democrats have been overperforming by an average of 12 points compared to Biden's 2020 results. 12 points. In red districts, in Trump districts, everywhere. Fundraising. Democrats outraising Republicans 3-1 in competitive House races. Small dollar donations flooding in. Grassroots energy through the roof. Meanwhile, Republicans can't even convince their own donors to write checks. Make sure you stay subscribed because candidate recruitment. Democrats have top-tier candidates lined up in something like 40 Republican-held districts. Republicans struggling to find anyone willing to run in swing districts because nobody wants to be associated with Trump right now. So yeah, the writing's on the wall. Republicans probably losing the House in 2026, which means these impeachment articles not theoretical. Not symbolic, real, coming, happening, and Trump administration knows it. That's why the panic. That's why you're seeing desperate moves. That's why Trump's attacking judges. That's why his team trying to bury evidence. That's why they're threatening anyone who might testify against them, because they know time's running out. But here's what they don't seem to understand. Every desperate move makes it worse. Every threat creates another witness. Every cover-up attempt creates more evidence. Every attack on the justice system gives Democrats more ammunition. Take the Epstein files thing. If Bondi hadn't allegedly deleted those photos, if Trump hadn't tried to cover it up, maybe it wouldn't be in the impeachment articles. Maybe it wouldn't be a scandal. But by trying to hide it, by trying to make it disappear, they turned it into obstruction, turned it into a crime, turned it into impeachable conduct. Share this video because same thing with the judge threats. If Trump had just not threatened judges, if he just let the legal process play out, maybe some cases would have been dismissed. Maybe some judges would have ruled in his favor. But by threatening them, by trying to intimidate them, he's given them no choice. They have to rule against him now. Because giving in to threats would destroy judicial independence. It's like Trump and his team speedrunning how to make impeachment inevitable, doing everything possible to guarantee it happens. And honestly, at this point, don't think they can stop themselves. This is who Trump is, what he does. He can't help but abuse power, can't help but threaten people, can't help but obstruct justice. And Democrats just watching, documenting, recording, building the case, piece by piece, article by article, vote by vote. Now here's what happens when Democrats take the House and move forward with impeachment. Because the process matters, the timeline matters, the strategy matters. First thing that happens, January 2027, new Congress sworn in. Democrats take the gavel. Probably within first week, maybe first day, articles of impeachment are introduced. Maybe the same 7 from House Resolution 939, maybe more, maybe different ones based on whatever Trump does between now and then. Make sure you're subscribed because then committees get involved. Judiciary Committee probably. Maybe oversight. They hold hearings, call witnesses, subpoena documents, build a public case, not just for Congress, for the American people. Televised hearings, testimony under oath, evidence displayed for everyone to see. This is where it gets interesting. Unlike the first 2 impeachments this time, Democrats will control the entire investigative apparatus. They'll have subpoena power, access to documents, ability to compel testimony, no Republican gatekeepers, no allies protecting Trump, just raw investigative power aimed directly at him. Think about who they could call: Mark Meadows. We already know he's testified to Jack Smith. Bring him before Congress under oath on camera. Make him repeat everything he said about January 6th, about Trump's actions, about Trump's intent. Pam Bondi, bring her in. Ask her under oath about the Epstein files, about deletions, about cover-ups. Make her either confirm it happened, which is devastating, or deny it, which sets her up for perjury. Kash Patel, same thing. Testify about threats, about targeting political enemies, about using FBI for personal vendettas. On the record, under oath, with consequences for lying. Former Trump officials who've turned on him. Former Trump lawyers who flipped. Whistleblowers. Career government employees. Document everything. Create permanent historical record of what happened. Share this with everyone because then after weeks or months of hearings, after evidence compiled, after case made, Judiciary Committee votes, sends articles to Full House. Full House votes on impeachment. And here's where the math gets interesting. Even if Democrats only have slim majority like 220 seats to 215, they don't need every Democrat. Just need simple majority, which means Trump gets impeached for the 3rd time. Historic. Unprecedented, but inevitable given the circumstances. Then it goes to Senate. Republicans will probably still control Senate. Conviction requires 67 votes. That's probably not happening. Republicans aren't going to vote to remove their own president. Even if evidence overwhelming, even if he clearly committed impeachable offenses, party loyalty wins. But the trial still happens. Evidence still gets presented. Senators still have to vote on record, with cameras rolling, with constituents watching, and some of those Republican senators up for re-election in 2028, in swing states where Trump is underwater, where voters exhausted by chaos, where defending Trump could cost them their seat. So even if conviction doesn't happen, even if Trump stays in office, the political damage is enormous. The historical record is clear. The voters get to see everything, and elections have consequences. Make sure you stay subscribed because that's the Democratic strategy. Not necessarily to remove Trump, though they'd love that, but to expose him. Document everything. Create a record. Force votes. Shape the 2028 election, because here's the ultimate play. If Trump gets impeached in 2027, if there's a trial, if all evidence comes out, if Republicans vote to acquit despite overwhelming proof of wrongdoing, then Democrats run on that in 2028. Every ad, every speech, every debate. Republicans chose Trump over Constitution. Republicans chose party over country. Republicans defended a criminal. And moderate voters, suburban voters, independent voters, they remember, they care, and they vote accordingly. The bottom line is this. Trump panics as Congress drops impeachment papers, with House Democrats formally filing House Resolution 939 December 10, 2025. 7 articles impeachment. High crimes obstruction judge threats Epstein file cover-ups. Representative Al Green forced vote brought to floor. 7 specific articles, each laying out exactly what Trump allegedly did. Obstruction justice, Epstein files, usurpation funds, trade policy abuses, First Amendment violations, bribery allegations, tyranny-related threatening judges, detailed charges. Each article backed specific incidents, dates, actions, not Democrats throwing stuff wall, methodical calculated building case piece by piece. White House response total panic, not just concern, worry, panic. Because not going away. House voted table resolution 220 to 210 December 11th. Didn't pass, just beginning. Democrats laying groundwork, putting articles on record, forcing House members vote, go on record, take position, with Trump or against. Vote 220 to 210 close. 9-seat margin. Democrats flip just 5 seats 2026. Suddenly impeachment not just possible, probable. Mike Johnson, December 22nd, admitted Democrats win control House midterms, Trump will face impeachment. Not might, will. Republican speaker confirming impeachment coming if lose power. Suppose biggest ally admitting if lose he's getting impeached. Not confidence, resignation. Timing right as multiple scandals exploding. Pam Bondi accused deleting Trump photos, Epstein files. Kash Patel allegedly threatened arrests. Mark Meadows bombshell testimony January 6th. Jack Smith evidence piling. Democrats building narrative. Connecting dots. Epstein cover-ups judge intimidation. January 6th. Obstruction constitutional violations. Congressional record officially formally article numbers. Democrats preparing war. Trump administration knows. Why panic? Can see where headed. 2026 midterms potential House flip immediate impeachment proceedings, possible trial conviction removal. Article 1 obstruction justice Epstein files. Photographs, documents, evidence linking Trump, Epstein allegedly deleted, scrubbed, disappeared. Trump's people Pam Bondi involved making evidence vanish. Potential evidence biggest criminal cases showing connection sitting president convicted sex trafficker disappeared. Obstruction textbook obstruction. Article 2 usurpation funds. Trump allegedly using government money inappropriately, taking funds designated one purpose using something else. Connects broader patterns. Withheld Ukraine aid. Redirected military construction funds border wall. Same pattern behavior more. Article 3 trade policy abuses. Using trade policy not national interest, but personal gain leverage bribery. Threatening tariffs against countries unless give him what wants personally. Article 4 First Amendment violations. Trump threatening press speech going after journalists, critics using presidency silence dissent. Called media enemies, people threatened broadcast licenses, went after reporters' name. Now formal impeachment articles. Article 5 bribery. Connects Article 3 goes deeper. Trump offering favors, policy changes, government actions, exchange personal benefits, foreign domestic. Literal bribery, not just corruption, ethics violations. Article 6 abuse power. Using office presidency purposes not designed. Treating government personal company federal employees, personal staff, taxpayer dollars, personal bank account. Article 7 tyranny. Literally use word tyranny. Specifically related threatening judges. Legal experts freaking threatening judges, not just impeachable, potentially criminal. Witness tampering, obstruction, federal crimes. Reports Trump making threats against judges handling cases ruled against him. Saying, if don't rule my way, consequences. If don't drop cases, come after you, not vague statements. Specific threats, documented threats. Judges reported marshals. Sitting president threatening judges. What authoritarians do, dictators do. Don't believe rule law. Think above law. Think legal system exists. Serve them instead justice. House voted table 220 to 210 December 11th. Party line Republicans tabled, Democrats proceed. But Democratic leadership Jeffries Clark Aguilar voted present. Not yes, not no present. Strategic sending message. Voting yes fully behind impeachment right now could look politically motivated, rushed. Voting no against impeachment, demoralized, base signal, not serious. Present means not pushing right now, not opposing. Keeping options open, watching, waiting. Political situation changes, take back, House ready move. Cold political calculation, leadership, four-dimensional chess. Johnson sees why came out December 22nd warning. Democrats take House 2026, will impeach Trump, not maybe possibly will guaranteed. Republican Speaker job defend Trump publicly admitting impeachment coming if lose control. Not spin exaggeration. Reading political tea leaves accepting reality. Trump approval 36%. Underwater double digits. Historically low president early term. Kind number leads midterm massacres. Republicans no. See polling special election results fundraising numbers. Democrats energized, Republicans demoralized. Suburban voters abandoning. Independent voters turning. Trump voters buyer's remorse. Math shows Trump stays 36% approval. 2026 political environment stays bad, Republicans lose House. Significant margin, 15 seats, 20 maybe more. Second, Democrats take gavel. January 2027, impeachment articles come back. More articles added, more evidence, compiled witness testimony, lined up, timeline, hearings planned. What's got White House panic mode? Can see coming, no idea how stop. Trump not getting more popular, scandals not going away, evidence not disappearing, legal problems multiplying. This story continues. Stay tuned.